Good morning, everyone. My name is Saurav Pamwani, and today I'll be presenting on responsible leadership and how it contributes to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 13, which is climate action. In this presentation, I'll explain what responsible leadership means, how it supports sustainability, and how I personally practice it both in daily life and in my workplace. The main idea is that leadership today is not only about guiding people, it's also about guiding change for a better and more sustainable planet. These are the 17 Sustainable Development Goals or the SDGs introduced by the United Nations in 2015. They serve as a global action plan to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure prosperity for everyone by 2030. Each goal focuses on an important global challenge such as health, education, clean energy, and equality. Out of all these, I've chosen Goal 13, which is climate action, because it focuses on one of the most urgent issues, taking steps to combat climate change and protect our environment for future generations. Climate action connects with almost every other goal because a healthy planet supports all forms of progress. I chose SDG 13 because climate change is something that affects all of us, no matter where we live. We can see its effects through higher temperatures, rising sea levels, and more extreme weather conditions. Personally, I have always been concerned about how daily habits like overconsumption and pollution affect the planet. Living in the UAE, I've seen how the government and the communities are working hard to find solutions, and that has inspired me to learn more and do my part. I chose this goal because I believe that real change begins with awareness. When we understand the problem, we become more motivated to act responsibly. Now, to connect with leadership, what does it mean to be a responsible leader? Responsible leadership is about more than just managing a team. It means making ethical and thoughtful decisions that balance the needs of people and the planet and long term progress. Such leaders act with empathy and accountability. They understand that their choices impact others and the environment. Responsible leaders create trust, inspire change, and help others grow, not only professionally, but also as a responsible global citizen. In short, responsible leadership means leading with purpose, with values, and with awareness of how our decisions shape the future. Responsible leadership plays a very important role in achieving the SDG 13, the climate action. Leaders who act responsibility encourage sustainable decision making within their organizations. They promote the use of eco-friendly innovations such as renewable energy and green technology. They also make sure that accountability is part of the strategy, tracking progress, reducing waste, and measuring environmental impact. Most importantly, responsible leadership helps integrate sustainability into an organization's culture so that protecting the planet becomes part of everyday work, not just an occasional effort. When leaders lead with this mindset, they turn environmental responsibility into real lasting action. The UAE is a strong example of responsible leadership in climate action. The country's leaders have shown that sustainability can go hand in hand with progress. Through initiatives like the Masdar City, which promote green urban living, and the Mohammed bin Rashid Solar Park, which generates clean energy for thousands of homes, the UAE demonstrates practical climate solutions. Hosting the COP28 was another major step, bringing world leaders together to find common ground on climate policy. All these initiatives reflect responsible leadership, visionary thinking, accountability, and a commitment to protect both economic growth as well as the environment. So, my personal practice of responsible leadership is that I also try to practice responsible leadership in my own life. Personally, I believe that change begins with small steps. I try to lead by example, whether that's conserving electricity and water, avoiding single use plastic, or supporting recycling wherever possible. I also make it a point to encourage my family and friends to think about sustainability in daily routines. Small things like using reusable bottles, choosing public transport, or reducing waste. By being aware and consistent, I try to influence others around me to make more responsible choices. They may seem like small actions, but when combined, they create a meaningful impact that supports the SDG 13. At my workplace, I make sure to apply the same principles of responsible leadership. I promote ethical and sustainable decisions such as reducing paper usage by encouraging digital documentation and using resources more effectively. I also support green initiatives within the team. For example, organizing awareness sessions and promoting environmentally friendly habits. I try to influence colleagues by reminding them that simple steps like switching off unused equipment or minimizing plastic use can make a real difference. By doing this, I help create a team culture that values sustainability, accountability, and care for the environment. Responsible leadership at work isn't just about authority, it's about influence and setting the right example. In order to conclude, a responsible leadership plays an essential role in achieving climate and sustainability goals. It helps ensure that our decisions are guided by ethics and focused on long term impact rather than short term results. By making sustainable choices and encouraging others to do the same, responsible leaders can inspire real environmental progress. And when organizations, communities, and individuals come together with shared responsibility, we can accelerate progress towards SDG 13 climate action. Together, through conscious and responsible leadership, we can build a more sustainable and resilient future for the generations to come. Thank you.